Mortal Kombat is officially dead, guys. What a fucking shame. It fatality'd itself. The Mortal Kombat that we have today is not even anything remotely close to what we had back in like 93 when it was at its peak and it was prime Mortal Kombat. And then we had Mortal Kombat 3 come out like in 95 and we had all these badass Mortal Kombat movies and just absolute cinema. But now we have this woke garbage and it's done so bad with its gender swapped and race swapped Cyrax and sectors that now Mortal Kombat 1, the expansion with the woke ass fucking sector and Cyrax, guess what? It sold poorly. That was to be expected. The trailer got fucking trashed. I mean, look at this. Cyrax, gender swapped with this isn't Mortal Kombat. They just did this to do it. Why? Why do they do this just to do it? So yeah, it sold poorly and Warner Brothers is scrapping any further DLC plans for Mortal Kombat 1. Now, I hadn't even played this fucking game. I forgot Mortal Kombat 1 came out. It came and I haven't even heard one person playing it. I played a lot of 11, a lot of 10, a lot of all the other games throughout the years, but Mortal Kombat 1, I haven't even touched it. And I didn't want to once I saw this last installment. So this is a rumor, so take it with a grain of salt, but this expansion, the Khaos Reigns expansion, has sold so poorly that Warner Brothers and NetherRealm Studios are scrapping plans for it. Now, this is from a Mortal Kombat leaker by the name of Fate Unknown, who's sharing this on Reddit, so again, take it with a complete grain of fucking salt. Says, Combat Pack 3 and a second story expansion were planned, all canceled recently. No more characters after Combat Pack 2. A cameo or two might make it since there have been work done on them, but I don't know yet. As for why it was canceled, he wrote, Khaos Reign sold poorly. Now, we all know why it sold poorly, okay? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know why it sold poorly. People don't want fucking race swap, gender swap, woke bullshit in any of their fucking games. And this isn't even one of the wokest things that they've been doing to the series. They've had censorship. They've had characters being completely changed and neutered from what they used to be. It's all a mess. So going on, this is the Khaos Reigns expansion was released back at the end of September and was criticized for gender swapping Cyrax and Sector, among other things, which, if you remember, a lot of us covered it. I covered it. I even reacted to the trailer, and I just trashed it. I just completely buried it. Because, again, I grew up playing the original Mortal Kombat, and I was a fan of the whole series and everything, and it's, again, far removed from what it used to be. Now, this is when the expansion released, the game did see a slight bump in concurrent players, hitting a peak of 5,323 in September, but it quickly came tumbling back down with the most recent 24-hour peak only hitting 2,080. Yikes. That is unbelievable. 2 months after the last DLC expansion, and I think this game came, like almost a year ago it came out. So it says, regardless, both numbers were a far cry from the game's all-time peak of 38,129, which it achieved back in September 2023 when the game released. And you know what? In all honesty, 38,000 for a Mortal Kombat game, that doesn't sound like that many. I'm going to be completely honest. Yeah, it's a lot of people, but when you're looking at games now that have like peak audiences, like huge amount of people playing it, 38,000 for a big fucking franchise like Mortal Kombat, one of the greatest fighting games of all time, for that to be the all-time peak since it's come out. I think it came out exactly a fucking year ago, just about. That's bad. This would probably be the worst selling Mortal Kombat, or the worst performing at least. And yeah, now no more DLC. Now going on, it says, in fact, the game is performing worse than Mortal Kombat 11, which released back in 2019. And Mortal Kombat 11 had a 24-hour peak of 2,226 players and recently had a peak of 5,794 in October. So, wow. It's outdoing a game from 2019, which I feel was much better, was a superb Mortal Kombat. The storyline was fantastic. It had a nice little ending that kind of went into this whole multiverse, like time change type of thing. But overall, that was a fantastic story. So this goes on to say Warner Brothers Discovery did recently admit that its games revenue declined 31%. That's bad, guys. You know, the gaming industry's in trouble. People are tuning out because of bullcrap like gender swaps. Now, this says it's primarily driven by the better performance of the prior year slate, mainly Mortal Kombat 1 compared to the current year slate. Given Mortal Kombat 1 released September 2023 and the expansion released at the end of September this year, it's a high possibility that many of the people who purchased the base game last year did not purchase the expansion, leading into the massive decline in revenue. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, if you look at what they had for the expansion pack, you know, you had the gender swap Sector and Cyrax. You also had Conan the Barbarian, which is pretty fucking random, but cool as well. And then you have fucking Terminator 2. And you had Ghostface. And then I believe that's Noob Saibot, like the new Noob Saibot. I could be mistaken on that. I know they've changed a lot of the character designs. Why did they have to change Sector and Cyrax? Can somebody like legitimately answer me that? Is it because we had some kind of multiverse change with the ending of Mortal Kombat 11 and it changed the past and soft rebooted the timeline and technically it was a soft reboot so they could change the characters? I get it, but that was forced. Now, I know a previous Mortal Kombat actually race swapped Cyrax or Sector, one of them. Cyrax, I believe, and made them black. But it wasn't done like in a way that was like cringe. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just, a lot of people didn't like this. And I think it amounted to that. Now, going on, Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav did commit to the Mortal Kombat franchise during the company's most recent earning calls, saying that it was substantially underperforming. We have 4 strong, profitable game franchises with loyal global fans. Hogwarts Legacy, Mortal Kombat, Game of Thrones, and DC, in particular Batman. Well, I got bad news for you. Batman's fucking struggling video game-wise thanks to Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. It says we are focusing our development efforts on those core franchises with proven studios to improve our success ratio. Now, we all know, though, the fact that it had wokeness in it, I'm not even sure if Sweet Baby Inc. worked on Mortal Kombat 1. That's something that I could definitely try to take a look at right here. Let me go ahead and Google it. I don't remember much of saying that it was involved. Maybe when I initially made the video, we touched on it briefly. But, I mean, I'm going to take Yellow Flash's word for it on that. I definitely will take Yellow Flash's word on that. Now, I think I saw a Smash JT link as well. IMDb accidentally exposes all upcoming Sweet Baby Inc. clients. So, Indiana Jones, God of War, Mortal Kombat 1. There we go. Just right there. So, this was a whole list on IMDb that they were involved with. So, of course, Mortal Kombat 1 and this nonsense with Sector and Cyrax probably definitely contributed to a lot of people tuning out. I don't want anybody to be trying to make excuses that it didn't, because I bet you 110% that it did. So, what are you guys' thoughts? Mortal Kombat's fucking dead. It's fucking dead. They're not supporting this. They're not going to do expansions. No DLC. We'll even see what happens with the next Mortal Kombat. Is that one going to be called Mortal Kombat 2 also? I don't know. Anyways, subscribe if you're brand new. I'll see you on the next one.